A free workbook, Following Your Charm, 30 Days of Intuitive Guidance by Jaromir Kinel, lightthewayohm.ca. Welcome. Cultivate the spacious awareness that dissolves limiting stories and reveals your intuitive charm, your natural compass toward a life free from fear and self-doubt. Introduction. The rub. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. The attack came from nowhere. A new hire we'd brought on decided to impress our bosses by tearing my coworker and me apart, digging for faults, blowing horns, making us look incompetent. It worked. Our bosses went on the attack, threatening not just to fire us, but to remove our opportunity to become founding members and shareholders in the company we were building together. The stress was so intense, it felt like years being ripped from my life. My whole future, everything I'd worked for, about to be destroyed from a total curveball. In my chest, panic rose like a caged animal. My jaw clenched so tight I could feel my teeth grinding. My shoulders pulled up toward my ears, my hands forming fists I didn't consciously make. Every fiber of my body screamed danger, collapse, devastation. Before I found meditation, I would have been reactive, defensive, maybe even aggressive. I would have played the victim role, spiraled into avoidance, let the pain body take over completely. The pain body would have fed on this situation for weeks. But when I sat for meditation that evening, something extraordinary happened. Instead of spiraling into the story of injustice and fear, I was called through charm to sit in silence and observe what was coming up. And more importantly, to notice who it was that was observing all of this. As I dropped into the practice, everything began to shift. The panic in my chest started to melt. The tightness in my jaw gently released. My shoulders lowered, softening breath by breath. I became acutely aware of how my body had been holding all this tension, and with deep, kind breaths, I let it go. That physical release showed up immediately in my emotional and mental body. The charge dissolved. The story lost its grip. The pain body, which would normally feed on this kind of drama for days or weeks, had nothing left to consume. Instead of spiraling into this story of injustice and fear, I dropped into a most expansive spaciousness. In that vastness, I saw directly. Nothing in the external world, no job, no money, no position, could touch this essence of what I am. The story of I am being destroyed revealed itself as just that, a story. When I showed up for the meeting the next day, I was completely calm. No fear, no defensiveness. My coworker came in, revved up for battle. But my stillness changed the entire room. The situation that could have exploded into careers destroyed and relationships severed instead dissolved into understanding. This was my moment of recognition. The worst thing that could happen in my career was happening. Yet, I was free. Not because I didn't care, but because I found something that couldn't be threatened. The spacious awareness that holds all stories, but isn't touched by any of them. This knowing has stayed with me through every challenge since. Drop by drop, meditation fills the bucket. Day by day, awareness becomes more color-fast, more steadfast, until even the strongest sun cannot bleach it away.